Right, I'm joined by Ollie as we play Cavendish in a friendly tonight. Ollie, obviously you haven't played a couple of games in the league this season, this is suspended, but into squad tonight. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. A little bit unfit as normal. Probably have a pre-match cigarette to calm my nerves. But yeah, no, feeling good. Excited to be back.
Obviously the team have got off to a good start in the season and you'll come into the squad later on, but how are you feeling with the team and how the season's going to go?
Proud of the lads, they're doing really well. I think, to be honest with you, my days are numbered now playing football, so it's time the youngsters come through and do what they've got to do so I can hang up the boots and be a little bit more in the background. But I'll always be here for another year or two just to help the boys out, give them a little bit of age on their side and a little bit of backup, hence one of the reasons I'm suspended.
And obviously on the game tonight, how are you feeling? It's a team we've played a few times, played them in pre-season. What are you thinking?
Well, Chris Coyston, who used to play for us last year, is now managing, moved on to other things.
Yep.
He's managing Cavendish, so we know Chris very well. Yeah, I mean, they're a good side. I think we've played them, I think we lost to them in our first pre-season friendly. I think the first team beat them. They haven't got a game this weekend, and nor have we, so we just put our heads together to have a friendly, and yeah, get things going so we can all try and keep match fit.
Oh, it's offside, surely.
You know, let yourself down in the first half. Alright? You know, you let yourself down in the first half. Alright? It shouldn't have to be. Don't anybody move now, because it fucking winds me up. You let yourself down in the first half, and you fucking knew that. Hence the shouting. But that's a much better second half. But I won't accept you're all good enough when you insert formations to adapt. If you can't adapt, don't play for us. Because that is a big thing that really pisses me off. Alright? Second half, we changed the system, you adapted, you played well. So therefore, you can fucking do it. You understand? Alright? So we ain't got a game this week. You put, you know, after Saturday's performance, like Darren said, you give your all on Saturday, every one here. Alright? Could I have not had the game today? Yeah, we could have had training. Which brings me to the fact that when I said about training, I only got 70 little spazzes, and all of a sudden we have a match, and I get 14 or 15 of you. We've got a big enough squad now. You don't start turning up training, you're going to find yourself maybe not in a 16. So you need to make my job, and Darren and Steve's job, that hard to pick the 16. Darren?
Yeah, much better second half. Well battled. I felt like fucking Devlin at half time. That's his job. Alright, so, you know, in future, let's not make me do that anymore. Alright? And for 45 minutes today, we didn't bomb that, didn't we? You know, it's just one of them things. They wanted the friendly because they wanted to be a fucking so they can carry into the weekend. Alright, it would have been nice to turn them over, but keeping it down 2-0, I think that's a good result in the end.
Right, I'm joined by Gary and Steve. Unfortunately, we've lost 2-0 to Cavendish. Not the best performance from the boys tonight, but picked it up a bit in the second half. Steve, what did you make of it?
Yeah, it was a last-minute game. Chris Coyston, who was a Hedingham player last year, obviously now at Cavendish, see that we didn't have a game this weekend, so I think they were looking for a pick-me-up from their loss at the weekend. And to be fair, throughout the 90 minutes, they were the better team. we weren't on it in the first half. You'll agree with this, Gav.
Yeah, massively.
They got a rollicking at half time. Did you get that on video?
Chose not to for.
You chose not to. Fine.
Probably
Yeah,
not.
there's been a lot of bleeps in that. But second half they come out, they kept it to 0-0. So they showed spirit in the second half. And they did what was asked by Gary at half-time team talk. At the end of the day, Cavendish are 2 divisions above our lot. So to actually only lose 2-0, with players missing as well tonight, we had a few influential players not here, or holiday and whatever. So, I think spirits were a little bit down at times, but, they've showed what they can do in the second half.
Obviously, Gary, we had a good result at the weekend, and it was good to have a few more minutes in some players' legs today, but at the end of the day, it's a friendly, so you don't want to get too hung up on it, but it wasn't ideal tonight, was it?
No, it wasn't. And, the boys, as we said on Saturday, they put a hell of a shift in there. So we was going to have a light training session tonight, but because this game come up, and I thought we'll give some more players. We had some, some trainees out there tonight as well. We had some trainees and some of the younger players, like Harry. I chucked him in from the start, and he was honest. He came off and he said, first half, game just went past him. The first half was poor, but the boys knew that, and all right, this time, they did get a rocket up there, Harris. Deserved, I think so. I don't think it does anybody any harm to lose your temper every now and again. And I think the response I got was exactly what I wanted. We changed the system again to accommodate because of how they were playing. And the boys, the second half, brilliant. 0-0. So I'll take the positive. 2 divisions above us. Like Steve said, they wanted the game. They got beat at the weekend. They needed extra games. Chris is one of our own. We always say that, so we'll always entertain them. So the pluses were the second half. First half, forget it. Second half, really good. Got the ball down. We had fight in us. And it's also made me realise that, some players need a little bit, the old cliche, you can put your arms around some players, can't you? Tell them you love them and they're the best. But others you need to fire a fucking on. And that's what happened at half-time, and that's the response we got. So I'll take that, we'll roll on to the next week, and we'll go from there. Yeah, it's good.